See you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday, we'll season the day. Digital finance, unlearning of love, serving food for what goes to, rising as the beat and it, Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come meet with me.
That's right.
Wow, that's nice.
We gotta have some fun. I'm sorry.
That is fire.
Y'all better get, you know how people like, wake up. I'm telling you, just go ahead. Bye.
Grand Rising. Welcome. So glad to have you in the space.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
So first things first.
Breakfast with the Thomases.
There you go. And this the man
this
you
is
are.
Wednesday, and I am here with the lovely lady to my left. Miss Ruby's in the house. Hey, Grant, let them know you're here.
Absolutely. Grand Rising family. It's Miss Ruby, or some of y'all call me Auntie. We do. Okay. And this is our Work It Out Wednesday. And y'all know on Work It Out Wednesday, we got to bring you the goodies. We got to bring the community in the house. And this brother right here, he's one of my favorites. I love it. He has grown on me. All right. LANIGHT, give love. Go ahead.
What's going on, guys? Shout outs to Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. Yo, guys, you guys got, let me just say, you guys got an awesome show. I love it. I'm loving the vibe. I'm loving what y'all doing. My name is LANIGHT. I am the host of Elevate on Harlem Radio 115. You can exclusively catch me on Harlem Radio 115 Mondays through Fridays from 12 to 2. So you guys can get the updates on community events, what's community workshops, people who are entrepreneurs, people who are, into gaining their finances and gaining their, workshops and learning about certain things that they want to learn about. It's just real light, but really heavy at the same time. So, yeah.
We got a deal, and it's amazing to see that you're. I was like, okay, so this brother walking our path. I'm definitely loving it.
Yeah.
All of this. The whole reason we have Breakfast with the Thomases is because we took an interest in financial literacy years ago. As a matter of fact, I started out the conversation in it when I realized that I was broke. And how you live 40-something years on this planet and you broke? And it's not like you were just sitting there doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't waiting for nothing. I worked, I had a business, had kids. I was like, at home, had other people's business. And it's like, so I really started asking the question of how could someone go this long in life and not have, and it became this whole journey that became financial literacy. And that's just for us. So out of this, we got a podcast. Now, I know how we got here because this podcast is specifically it's built to reach people, to bring resources. Then I hear about LANIGHT show, and I'm loving it. You elevate. That's one of our words, yo. And look at this. Y'all see that? I like that. Your logo is bad.
Thank you.
Look, guys, let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to tell his story, but I was like, this right here is God, because we've been led consistently to people who are on the journey. Y'all get that? When there's a movement, you can't be the only one moving.
True indeed.
Upon your movement, you will find others who are moving. Even though you didn't see it, you didn't know them before. You will find others who are on the road. And this brother, share with us, please. Let these folks know how you get here. What's the Elevate show about? I mean, like, how that happen?
Okay, so it was. I liked how you. First of all, I liked how you put. When you start moving in a certain direction, you see other people moving in the direction as you are. I never thought that I could meet so many people moving in that direction, and it's so inspiring to see that people have the like-mindedness to actually get up and actually do something about it. And so now I've become aware of this. I was like, even before I started the show, I was like, I cannot be the only one. And so that's when my search began. So it started when my uncle actually had just finished it. I never thought I'd be a radio station host. I always did podcasts. I always did, you know, I always did. I have my show on New Vision Media Entertainment on YouTube. You can check that out too. It's called the Late Night in Asia Black Show. We get a little humorous. We get a little. We talk about any old body, any old thing, in any old kind of
All
way.
right.
But it's still to help. But this show specifically elevate. I'm meeting new people. I'm introduced to new things. Uh, and not so much as a new direction, but so much as far as people are getting up and getting involved, and people are making changes, and not only in their finances but around the community as well. They're having meetings. There's the meetings all around in Brooklyn, Harlem, all of these community centers actually talking about solutions. These are people talking about how can we get from here to this point, from this point to here. Why are we having jobs? Why are there so many homeless people? Why is the rent so high? Why is every time we turn around somebody is spying on us? Government, there's officials that are locking us down. They're getting rid of buildings. They're getting rid of our people, literally, pretty much taking away businesses that we own, taking away businesses that we have already established, making up these rules or going against the loophole with these legal terminologies, and they're forcing people out of their homes, out of their jobs, out of their businesses. And so that's I made Elevate to highlight those issues, because we're I hate to say it, but we're the only people that don't have a real community that is thriving. You see Chinatown, you see the Spanish people, you even see the East Indian, they have all of that, you know what I'm saying? And
the Muslim community is starting to sync and come together. We have this all in and around us. And when you say that we are people, I want to just make sure I clarify one thing. He's talking about melanated Americans.
Yep.
I need y'all to get that. People, American born, melanated folks. Okay. Y'all call yourselves black. First of all, I'll tell you, stop doing that. Okay.
The conversation is stop living like you
clarify what your status is. You melanated American. And you have to figure that out, because they got us chasing titles or names, and we don't need that. You need to know that this is called melanin. Okay, that's that pigment here. That's called melanin. It's what causes that. Then on top of that, you're born on the ground of America, to somewhere. So you are grounded people. You just don't know that because you were told for too long that you didn't have that. So people who are Indian know they came from a place called India. People who come from, if you come from China, you come from China. You just here in America, but China is your land. It's the ground under you.
It is your ownership.
We got America. You know what I'm saying?
One of
you got to be able to use it.
Yep.
One of the conversations that we really have here, and one of the misconceptions that go down is that we call rights when we have entitlements that have been given to us, and they're actually mandates that have been put out there so you think that you have something of ownership. You really mandates are something that's man-made, and it's changeable. It's changeable, and you don't understand. The mandate is just another word for entitlement.
Exactly.
And the melanated people that live in our area have taken that on as a right instead of understanding what they're really entitled to and taking their position as leaders. As melanated, we generate the largest consumer advocacy in the world. We do the most. We buy them.
Exactly.
We are the biggest consumers and have the least amount to show for it.
There was an article I read years ago. In the Black community, our money lasts about 60 minutes, literally.
About an hour.
By the time you get paid, to the time you process your check in the bank, within an hour, the money leaves your area.
Well, okay, I think that had to do more of the consumer process, not so much as income. What happens is that, and I get where you're coming from. That study was to share how long it takes finances to circulate in community. And with that, it's about an hour in melanated communities throughout the United States. But then you have within the Jewish communities, within the Asian communities, within the Latino communities, we find that their finances circulate longer. Now, what they're saying is that amongst your community, you literally are pushing financials out of your neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And how fast that happens is, I want you to think of it. Most Latinos love Latin food, right? Where do they get Latin food from?
Latin restaurants.
Exactly. Most Asians love Asian food. Now, while they love all kinds, they make all kinds of food and provide that. We got some mic in. Okay. I need you to fix your mic, baby. All right, that's better. Okay. So what happened? We have no, it's not my mic. I think it's his and my mic. So when I'm stopped, I'm gonna unmute you just to let you know. I'll be unmuting you when I stop speaking. But I want to just kind of point out how this happens, because we always talk about that. It's kind of a generalization. No one gets the logistics of how it happens. So we don't know how to stop it. How to stop it is by doing business, by providing the needed items. We are not the providers of that. That's why it leaves. We don't have the bodega, the store, what do you call it? We don't sell the toilet paper, toothpaste, soap powder. We don't sell those things. That's easy going in our community. So because we don't sell reusable, the regular use items, our funds go out to people who do. And they're usually from other communities that already have a community connection. Their suppliers come from their brother, uncle, whoever in that business. So that's how it ends up leaving. Your Walmarts are not you and me. You understand what I'm saying? What do you call it? That's why the boycott for what was that?
The Target boycott.
That's why the Target boycott.
Target.
The Target boycott hurt so much because our dollars were visible for the first time. You and I became visible to the ecosystem Target needed. We figured out where dollars were being spent. They quickly figured out where dollars were being spent. Because we said, no, we're not gonna have it. As long as you ain't putting us in there, or you willing to not back us,
right?
Go elsewhere.
Well, they were putting us up to the back of the store.
Yeah.
All the way to the back in the corner.
Well, see, that's the thing. We had to become aware of that. And that's why when this brother talks about places, you talking about community resources finally opening up where we're becoming aware. Enlightenment. People don't understand. You want to change something, you got to change this. Because we've let them have that. We've let they have everything. Having the visual. Go ahead, brother.
So a lot of my episodes, like a lot of the podcast episodes, they start with the mindset. They start with the high vibrational, learning universal laws, because you can't break universal laws. We also continue into human rights. You know what I'm saying? So I've collaborated with the Dr. World Group, who introduced me to human rights to begin with, and they work with a whole plethora of other people and networking with the World Conference of Mayors, starting the coalitions for the youth, and starting programs and locations where the youth can actually spend time and not be out in the streets and still have learning skills and still learning skills.
Yes.
So work with EGT. This EGT program offers internships for technological advances, for
Come
fixing
on.
computers,
And
Yes.
that's necessary. That's very
yes,
necessary.
for learning AI, for having you when you sign up, and it's free to sign up. You have your own store. You got your
Right.
own store. You can sell things. It's got a whole distribution plan right
What?
there. This is what we're talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Elevating the community, and we try and elevate the community on a daily basis. So
Right. Right.
there's another program called SPF. The the Harlem Cafe, I believe. Like they have programs like right in the basement where
Really?
people are learning music engineering. They got a hip hop fraternity there.
What?
It's so many
Like,
programs out there
we
that
have we
Okay,
have
brother. Look, let
underground.
me
Is
know.
what
I
I'm
need
hearing. We have a whole
all
Harlem
your
underground that's not known.
yeah, so I'm just here I'm just
spotlight.
bringing it out, letting people know like there are programs that we can fix ourselves and become that community we need to be to thrive for our for everybody and our family, and start becoming that generational breaking that generational curse that we have to
Yes.
fight for so many years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Unfortunately, people are under the impression that, our young people, they want 21 I was at the National Action Network's annual event, their big convention that they do every year. And we haven't been there in a while. So when we get there, this young man who is disrupting, he came in to disrupt. Everybody gets a chance to speak on Sunday. They come in, you got an opportunity, not Sunday, it's a Saturday. And you get to speak and share what you're up to help the community. And this brother's like, yo, me and my young people today ain't voting unless y'all give us money. I'm like, bro, you don't know how backwards they got you. You don't know, you have been shackled. And he wouldn't hear anybody. No, pay me to vote. I'm like, brother, let me tell you something. There's going to be no vote for you. They are taking things, there's a power that is taking things back to the day where you have no vote in the first place. There's not going to be nothing to sell, my man. And that's going to be the worst thing for you. Because when you have no vote, and
You have
I
no
told
voice.
y'all, I ain't about this ain't about politics. But you have to have options to be able to move. And right now you got them because somebody had to die and suffer for them. We can't go back to die and suffer. Like they say, that trick is up. Everybody knows it. So they've come up with new ways to make sure that never happens again and that you are permanently not able to have a say. So while you telling the people in your community you're not going to jump in to support this whole process unless they pay you, you will be forever broke with no and alone
And enslaved.
and enslaved permanently, because that's the new financial system, and it's not a black or white thing. You have to know and know how to establish yourself in this society. It's a big different world than these kids have been so-called mind brainwashed into believing. He came in and he was very convincing. And when I tried to talk to him, and I mean, he was, oh, no. I want them, I want some Air Force One, something like this. I'll give me the new Jordan, and this, that, and the other. I said, why? It ain't your name on there. Your name ain't,
Wow.
you didn't even get paid. You want to go pay, you want us to give you money so you could pay somebody else. You don't even get that. There's nothing it's like there's a group of folks out here that believe something. I'm like, if you want to stand up and have power, you have to have purpose. You don't have purpose. Cash ain't a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Cash ain't never been. I teach digital financial literacy. We have a system called No Lazy Money. You want to hear something? The money ain't the first thing you learn in class. It's 12-week program. A
It's got to be
12-week
the
program.
mindset first. You
Thank
got
you, brother. It is
You know how long
not.
it takes people to get,
You teach
you
people
have
who
to
don't
jump.
even know what money is.
It's like the old fashioned shake the tree out, see what falls out. You got to shake out all the cobwebs so people can hear that money is not the first thing that comes into play. It's the last thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
you have to learn how to you have to learn it, how to own it, how to protect it, and then how to use it.
Yes, we
And that's just an abridged 12 week.
And that's the thing. We learned over time, had a shorter program. It was about that. We were always running into different opportunities. And people get tired of opportunities because one, all of the foundation of making finances is something we were taught since we were kids. We always know how to make money, right, brother?
Mhm.
You can make a dime since you was a kid. Children can make money.
Yeah, it's actually a lot easier now because you have so many
Uh-huh.
websites and so
Yep.
many AI programs that you could easily just make a
But
video, do
one
a
thing
show, do
with
anything, literally sell like
that,
Shopify. There's so so many programs, but
I'm in the store right now, my brother.
Yep.
You know what? I don't even want to do it no more. We had a whole meeting on it. It's
you
I
know
don't
something? You know something? It's crazy because melanated people have so much talent. They have so
understand
much smarts. They have so much ability and so much
chasing the wrong
potential.
things. Oh my
And it, it's so I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the abilities that the melanated people are carrying, but it's not being utilized in
correctly.
a way that it could bring people together. It's always in competition. I had somebody I had somebody tell me, oh, we could just take over things, like, or no, they didn't even say let's take over. First they said take over, and then it's like I can't stand for my kid to be not as good as somebody else's kid. I'm
Mm,
like, that's not the right mindset. First of all, taking over, we just need to collaborate and work together.
yes,
Having somebody's kid being better than your kids, we're a team. What your kid can do that what
I was
they
the one.
can't do that
Yes,
they can't
yes.
do. They
You
got
say it, brother.
so many other
Say it,
skills, so
brother.
many other things that you can learn and be a part of. Why do we
But
have to be in competition?
Thank
you
you.
see how you're sharing this? You said that it's a parent telling you about his kid being better than the next kid. They start this. This is an indoctrination process that they've passed through the parent, and they
Right.
push through the kids. You gotta be better than your friend or the person who's just next. If
But
in other communities they say, look, we work like, and you said it. We work together.
that's right.
You
That's
do
why
your part,
they
I do my part,
they
and
are
guess
not in
what?
competition
We
with
have a
each
team
other.
now. We have a plan, and no one's carrying all the weight.
Thank you. Thank you. And the fact of the matter is you cannot scale anything
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You cannot scale by being the best only. You have
Mm-hmm.
to learn to collaborate so that the best of all of us is exposed, and the people who have coming towards you get everything. We talk
Yes.
about the table. So I shared with people that our program was built off of a concept called Stone. It's a children's book called Stone Soup.
Oh wow.
It's an old book. I couldn't even get to the little. It's an old story because I couldn't even get. I went back as far as like 1940 something, and still it was like a revision, a revision. So I was excited. Y'all look this up. It's a children's book. It's a short read, and
Yeah,
you'll
I
get the
can.
gist of it.
Have you ever been able to find it in writing? Because I can't find a writing anyway. I hear just the story.
No, it's in writing. It's in writing. Stone Soup, and I'll give you the gist of it. The Stone Soup was really amazing because, and I learned this. I remember it from I was a child, but it's almost like we've adopted it as a business model.
Hmm.
Stone Soup was about a town. It could be in Germany or it could be in France, early days, a little town where everybody seemed to be as hardships. So about the time of the Depression, when everybody was kind of just holding on to theirs and trying to keep
Mm-hmm.
their families going. Now, what happens is you had a traveler coming through the town and asking everybody, he went out, he coming back. It's happened, it's tech stuff. Asking everybody, knocking on doors. Here he comes. Here he comes. Good, good, good. There we go. We know you. We know you, brother. Don't worry. We got you.
Good
All
looking.
right.
Good looking.
So what happens is that so you got the traveler coming through the town, people scared to death, nobody opened any door, they kind of keep it to themselves, and he's knocking on doors asking folks, hey, if you could spare a little something, I'm hungry, I'm traveling, and I just need I would love to share your fire and your if you in a meal if possible. Now they're like, no, we don't hardly have any for our family. We were struggling. Go away, go away. And he knocks on door after door, and he sits in the middle of this town and realizes they're all, huh? They're all hungry. So he pulls out a giant pot, takes a rock and puts it inside and fills it with water, starts a fire, and it starts to bubble up. And people are now looking out the window, wondering, what is this brother? What is he doing? So you have their interest and they're coming out one at a time to the around the pot. And the guys just stand there like, big spoon, kind of just sitting there like, yep, can't wait till that get done. And they're like, what's going on? What's going on is he says, oh, I'm just waiting for the soup to be ready. And he says, okay, he said, the soup? I'm having some stone soup. They're wondering, what stone soup? What the heck is stone soup? He said, yeah. It says, so they're looking in the pot and they're watching it bubble up. And they go, well, maybe it could use, this guy goes, maybe it could use a little, I got some onions. You think maybe you could use some onions? Sure, go ahead. He goes and gets some onions. The next person says, I got some carrots. The next person says, I got some celery. I have a chicken. I got some eggs. We can put it, and everyone comes and they start throwing stuff into this pot, seasoning, the whole nine. Each person brings one item out of town, and it is now smelling amazing. Everybody is standing at the pot, and they've got their bowl ready to get something. And guess what? That pot fed everybody. You know what they learned? They decided they were going to start doing this regularly. And the town didn't starve. Separate, you will starve yourself to death. Together, you can have a wonderful, nourishing meal and a town that now knows each other, trusts each other because we feed each other. That is how P2G works. It is what we do as a walking entity, which is why we keep running into people as amazing as Brother LANIGHT Assassin. Yeah. That's why he and everybody you've seen on this show have come, because we are the peddler in the town with the bowl, with the big pot. And they're coming in to bring what they have, their resources, information. This brother done gave y'all 2 programs y'all can send y'all kids to in Harlem. Then the whole show that does this as a show. 12 to 2, Monday through Friday, on Harlem Radio 115. And that y'all say Miss Ruby sent you. Yes. Okay? Because we cannot do this by ourselves, y'all. I am so glad to meet you. I now know you just took a little bit of weight, a little bit more of that weight off my heart.
That's what's
It
up.
is great to be in a movement with people who are moving. You know
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, man.
I got to ask a question. What are some of the challenges for you have had in just in creating this process? Because I know this ain't easy. I ain't gonna lie. It's the 2 of us and it ain't easy. How does it go for you? How does it go for you? You have a lot of support where you're at?
The hardest part for me is getting used to the new scheduling, because there's a lot of people who not even but just who want my attention, who want to bring me to places. Yeah. And it is so hard to keep up with everybody. But I am enjoying myself. This is one of the best things I could do. Another challenge is making sure that people have the right information. When people, the information has to be really exact. There are so many changes because people are building.
Yeah.
And
fast.
Yes, and people are building fast, and there are people who are resisting the building.
No, that's not building. That's change.
Oh, yes,
they are change.
Right. They're very resistant to.
They are very resistant to the uplifting of the community. They're now starting to get it. They're now starting to get it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Just now saying, okay, we'll let them be. Wow.
We couldn't say crypto. I teach digital financial literacy. I had to change it to digital because you can't say crypto, because people. I'm like, okay, first of all, I've been telling you crypto before Donald Trump said it and Elon Musk said it, and it was already moving. Don't wait until you hear an announcement. It's too late.
Yep.
When we have to start circulating, and we talked about this. We talked about how the funding circulates and how communities, because they adapt faster. They bring information in and they move. That's what we've got to do. We got to use platforms like this, brothers, this platform to you, not just to hear, but to move, baby. To be like, okay, what we do now? Let's get on it. And no, we got to remember like you said, the right information. I teach people how to research within that 12-week program because we learned that was a missing. You can't tell someone do your own homework and they don't know where to start. Do your own research. They don't know how to do that.
And I'm sure that's not the first time he heard that.
Something. My mom taught me how to do research, like really research, and it's a rabbit hole. If you know how to really research, it's a rabbit hole.
You ain't got to tell me twice, brother, because I have to stop myself. I'd be like, okay, how did I get over it? But wait, it led to this, and wait, that's where it came from. It's a mind, and it's funny how learning to research will allow you to see things in a bigger picture.
Yes.
And so you don't feel, and in the end, I feel better about the choices I make. That's really what I want people. If I could give you the peace of mind that you can do something, that you're capable, all you learn, the first step you learn how to do is read. As long as you have the foundation of reading, you actually have the keys to the world. And I heard this, to be honest, Dave Chappelle. Oh, baby. Dave Chappelle said, they were talking about why, did the liars know? No, it wasn't Dave. It was Cat Williams. He said the liar knows that the lie they told. He said, why would someone go through great pains to not want you to learn if they're stupid, if you're not capable?
Go figure.
They already told you stupid. Why would they go through great pains to make it illegal for you to learn? We got to start thinking about that. Well, if you're not talented and you're not worth anything, why would they go through trying to push down your rights to work in certain areas if you aren't able to handle that?
That's a real question.
You're not just capable, but you will excel. You always do.
And surpass.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest concern, that you will surpass.
So and why would they burn a town down that held the most millionaires and created the most millionaires in the world? At that time in the world, it would have been the most billionaires.
Yeah.
Holding the top doctors, all the people that weren't supposed to exist. Why would they burn that to the ground and try to hide the story and threaten the ancestors, the relatives? Why would they do that? Because they can't have your history and your capabilities. But we know the history, and we've got to open our ears and hear it, not just as the story of the fire, but what caused the fire. What causes anybody to put someone in a box because they're terrified? So the liar knows the lie they told, and they will watch you. They will tell you ain't this, ain't that, and then go mimic and recreate you. So you got to know the truth. You got to know what side you're going to be on.
That's why I tell people all the time, it's about knowing who you are, being intentional. That's one of the main things, one of my main messages. Being intentional, being not only being intentional, but knowing who you are. Knowing who you are inside and out. And if you don't know who you are, then take some time to learn about who you are.
That's the foundation of no competition. Y'all get that, right? When he said the parents trying to make them better, you cannot make someone who is perfect better. How do you improve her perfection? Your child.
Okay. I want y'all guys, if you on up here on YouTube with us, Clapper,
come on, somebody.
Stereo, get your notebook out. Master class for motivational life life skills are in session. We're here with Breakfast with the
I'm
Time.
on his favorite word.
This is Work It Out Wednesday, and we are here with LANIGHT
Yes,
Assassin.
that's right.
And nuggets are being dropped out the window. Come get your cup full. Here we are. Here we are.
Cup that's not there. We are running against our best, not someone else. You are perfection into yourself. And when you teach your children, if you love your child, you will never have them in competition with anybody else. If you, because you want them to love who they are and are becoming. And I told my daughter, you know, she has a little something. She can't stand it when she's an adult and she still has this. Oh, mom. I'm like, girl, you are beautiful. You are, I mean, so gorgeous. And, you know, she used to do the makeup thing back. I was like, why you do that? She said, I had to stop. That was messing up my skin. I said, yes, because you're perfect. There's people trying to get your skin, girl.
Look, why you think tanning boots are so popular?
That's natural. My daughter's never had her hair processed her whole life. And so my daughter has a natural afro. And it is so healthy and beautiful. She wears it out. And I'm like, girl, you don't understand. And it's not because she's my daughter, because I see her as a person. Your children are not these little things you get to mold and make. You get to actually, all you get to do is make sure they don't hurt themselves along the path.
True indeed.
That they are carving in the world. And you let them know, hey, guess what? There's a hole in a ditch on that side. Let's get you over there. Would you like to get over that? Okay.
Please come get out the hole.
Only job. We give them give them a little rope to play with, not to hang themselves with. It's to play with, because kids play with everything. By the way, remember when you were a kid? You remember when you were a child? You used to play with a box. Your parents give you this big thing that came out of a box. What did you want to play with? The box.
Making fort castles. Well, that was fun. That box.
You got a bite in the box. You want the box.
Oh man.
But that's where your curiosity comes from. That's where the training begins. That's where you get to know yourself. You get to learn about yourself by the things you were doing at a young age. And it's just such a shame that people try to drive you crazy about making you lose yourself and making you get interested in what they want to do, and then tell you what you're interested in is lame. Like,
yes. It's like, wait a minute, hold up a second. So
if you're not doing what everybody else is doing, there's something wrong with you.
I want to share something with you. The class, so our 12-week class ends in creation. We teach AI basics as well as metaverse building. So, we combine it with small business, and we teach folks to build in the metaverse. So first you build, because it's financial literacy with technology, digital financial literacy. So we're learning tech. We're learning the tools of the day, how to utilize AI properly for purpose. We're building our own worlds in the metaverse itself, and inviting folks to get out of their head and get what's in the head out in the world. People are like, oh, you know, the adults, older adults are like, and then they realize, oh, maybe I'll put that in there. Maybe I'll do this. It all comes from building on an idea that you have something to contribute.
Absolutely.
We got to stop telling people that's lame. No, it's just something that's not your interest. Bring what you got. Don't tell me what you could do better. Show me what you could do at all.
Right.
And we build together. And that's the other thing. I don't just go, okay, go off in the world and do this. We have an entire, and I love it. Our last class completed with a graduation in the metaverse, showing their spaces. So we have a collaborative space. That's why I said, you brother, you're right. Because for some odd reason, our ability to be creative is almost put in the dark. Now, can I shout out somebody real quick? I went to BMCC. Like I told you, I learned my lesson. I turned 40 and realized I was broke. So I took my ticky tail back to school. I ain't gonna lie, I went right back to college. I was refusing not to have my degree. And so I went back to college, went to BMCC, y'all. Shout out Professor Jackson. Y'all will look her up. She's one of the business chairs in BMCC. This woman was determined that we learn two things. We learned tools. We learned like different Windows programs to put into creating a group project. She made us build a business. She made us build a business. So my group decided to create a mall. And we had
Whoa.
to work with technology. We had to work with software. We had to learn to. She did not teach any of that tech. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
Wow.
she put us in. She said, okay, you got to come up with it. She got us the program. She got us access to the programs through. And this is the thing. People who want you to learn, they learn how to make agreements to make the software available, y'all. Ain't that something? I learned
Wow.
from Professor Jackson to bring the tools to my students. Although I teach the tools because we run a tech company, so we actually have a tech service company, and I've been teaching technology basics since then, and it turned into now digital financial literacy. But I want you to understand. Shout out to BMCC. Professor Jackson, this chick is amazing. I actually reached out to her early this year to let her know you inspired a movement. I had never been in any, and I've been in college a couple of times, never one that turned everything I did into practical knowledge.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's what we need. That's the missing. Why we gotta wait for the lucky, you gotta be the lucky draw to get something that's necessary. We need this in all our programs. We need
Hmm.
everything to
Yes.
turn
Yes.
out this way. I'm like, brother, what you just said to me is exactly what I'm looking for. I need to be able to put them people and those programs up because they do that. They
See,
create results.
and that's what I'm looking to do. In fact, uh,
Ooh, go ahead,
I
talk to me.
am literally planning
Mhm.
the cycle, planning a cycle of movement where people could come in to into any organization and meet people like you,
Right.
take classes,
Yes.
do the work, get into the workshops, have, take whatever classes they need to get their life started and then to help them thrive, have programs where they can actually do the work and come to the community and come in and
Right.
talk about it, and like anything that they that's just a future thing in my head, and it's not too far because there are
I
people
was about
already
to say,
doing
brother,
it.
you about to be doing that in a minute because you just met somebody who got that same thing in mind. I'm
Mm.
with you. You let
Mm.
me know what you want to do. We know people with places and things, places you can do stuff. I'm excited because we have more. You guys don't know in Harlem, there's a lot of places that you can actually do presentation.
Yep.
That are
Absolutely.
looking for us to do stuff like this in.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yes.
and I just found out that there's a couple of buildings in the Harlem area
Uh-huh.
where they allow you to give classes, they allow you to hold workshops, they allow you to hold different types of sections or different types of events in that space, and without even paying, you don't have to
And
pay
that's
it.
it. Yep, there you go. We were talking about it. Now, while I will tell you, there's a place for there are organizations that already have that. You don't have to be, they don't charge you. Now, that's why I want to make sure we clear. I'm running
Hmm.
into more of this, and it was shocking because the first time I've said I need to put myself on a physical schedule. I work at P2G is run online for a reason. We
Hmm.
can do anything we want online, baby. I
And
could run
that is a key
every,
as well. You know what I'm
but
saying? We don't need to be
but
24
my
hours
sister
working. We
did.
gotta live our life.
Thank you. That is the only thing that gives me the break because people think I don't. I've been told, Ruby, you don't sleep. I said, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. I make
So
sure I sleep. So, but you got to balance.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'll
Uh-huh.
give you one of my secrets. Like I do have pre-recordings
Yes.
on the radio station, so I'm not there every single day. I'm not doing
As
going
you
live
should
every day.
not be.
And I do have them. The messages are like really so important that
Right.
I have to play them on repeat sometimes because
Uh-huh.
a lot of the things get missed. Lessons like what are the universal laws? Lessons like how
Yeah.
to raise your vibration. What does that
Mm,
mean? And what does that entail? And what does that entail for you, your family, the people you
right.
work with? And
Mm.
how do you deal with the people in your relationships? And how does that affects your money and how that affects your mindset and how that affects your emotions? I go in through all of that. I go
Oh, wait. I
into the
know we need to get
details and how
out.
you
Pull
get
up the
it.
link. I need the people to see the link.
Got you, got you,
Look,
got
I'm
you.
letting y'all know you now have access to not just shows. These aren't shows. These are instructionals. These are a way to shift your mindset to creating your peace, creating the answers and the resources that you actually need. The stuff y'all been asking. I feel like I'm kind of out here on my own.
Mm.
Y'all think that
And
your
you know,
family's supposed to do it and they not coming through, so you decide to stop. Stop right there. Family is whoever's moving with you. Not
True indeed. True indeed.
that you were born to, but family really is the ones who are moving with you. You're
mhm,
gonna get into, and I tell you right now, I got some friends, we get into it, we got difference of opinion, but in the end of the day, it's not just all love, it's all us. Y'all get that? We
mhm.
all have a mutual agreement. There are no, and I just want to say this because we do a mental wellness Monday. Love is not holding people hostage. Okay? It's not transactional. That's not love. If someone has to give something to get something, then that's not love. That's a transaction and they don't equate. Everyone comes here willingly. Everything
Mhm.
is done willingly with the purpose that we are going to move forward. That's the understanding. Got it? And when somebody's not in that understanding, you have to be able to speak. And that's communication has to be open flowing and without consequences. Now that
Absolutely.
don't mean speak out to people all kinds of way, because that's not how that works, because those have consequences. How you do it has consequences. That you do it does not hold consequences. Communication I'm talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? Because some folks
Absolutely.
like Miss Ruby said they don't have no consequences. And I'm like, I did not send you in there.
That's not what we said.
That's not what I said. I want you to know that love doesn't hold a balance.
Mhm,
And I'm gonna tell all my married couples and my boyfriend, girlfriends out
mhm.
here, stop 50-50 and stuff, because you ain't doing but, excuse my language, but a half-ass job at your relationship. Y'all understand? If you come in, you come 100, and expect nothing less.
Mhm,
Y'all got it? And when
mhm.
if there's someone can't bring their 100, be there for what's going on. We got to stop trying to make people something like you get to decide what they're gonna be or what they're supposed to be. I do it all the time with Mr. Thomas, and I have to check myself. Sometimes he checks me, whatever. But be careful, whatever that is. All right, give me 1 second. Uh-oh. This thing is just acting up. I told you we get in trouble with this tech. Every time we on a roll doing something, we see all kinds of stuff show up.
Yep.
But brother, let me tell you, a reason I had to enter that is because love is our foundation. And I don't mean emotional love. I'm talking about real love, the kind that transcends from you to the world and back to you.
Mhm.
Not from an individual. That you don't need one thing or one person. He coming back, y'all. It's been going off and on. Brother, make it back in here.
Excuse
We,
me.
what we need to get is that brother was saying, don't worry, we got you, bro. We know. Like, so that brother has been saying is that we've come back full circle to understand that loving your children, loving your life has to start with loving yourself.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
is the foundation. And once you do that, you can allow others. You see what I'm saying? You can allow others to do the same. And it becomes peace. It's a whole nother world. Mr. Thomas, I see you playing with that. You want to pull it up? I see
Oh
you.
no, I'm actually taking my and let me jump this on because see somehow
Mhm.
they had a rapper I grew up with on the page. They had Mace on the page, and I was like, oh, I know who he is.
Oh, we know who Mace is.
Back in the day,
Yep.
that's the page.
So this is how they would reach you on your YouTube from Harlem Radio. Are you on?
Mhm. That's
Awesome.
right.
Harlem Radio has been around a long time. I'm gonna be there for y'all, let y'all know. Wasn't this the same one that was Harlem, the They were the bowling alley. They used to be a part of the bowling alley.
Okay, that is Harlem's Voice, I
That's
believe.
Harlem Voice.
That's
Okay.
Harlem Voice. That's another radio station. In fact,
Okay.
I actually did meet the host of that radio station, and we're
Awesome.
supposed to be collaborating something
I hope
really
so. We got to
soon.
keep it going.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm now happy to know Harlem got more than one radio station. That's what's up.
Yep, yep,
Uh,
yep,
Look,
yep.
my goal is that people start finding people. Y'all know P2G was built on that. It's a network of networks built to incorporate multiple worldwide networks. I think I talked with this brother earlier, and we were saying, how are we so stuck in our box when we have now got international access? Every one of y'all are on a phone or a mobile device right now.
They have
Absolutely.
international
You have
access.
international access to, and that's every day. Do you know that people in Asia know this? Do you know that people in Europe know this? Guess what?
Hmm.
We have people in this that come to this show that I have friends from Canada that listen to our show. How would that happen otherwise?
Brother Goobaloop in the building.
Yeah, well, not
Nice.
only Google, I found out because of Google, I found out there's other people there, and these are
Hmm.
just their names that they have for themselves. We teach people also cyber safety, so y'all don't be putting your name all out there. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, look, this is the top of the hour, and I want to just say that we have been. One, I want to say, brother, thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. We ain't done,
Okay.
but I wanted to just say thank you so much for one doing the work that you do for community. I mean, really, because just discovered last night my sister, who I mean, this is one of my favorite. It's my baby, but she's my hero as well. And she's out there in North Carolina. She works for her town, and she does this work. She started doing what we call spotlights
Mm.
for businesses because they learned that black businesses are being underutilized by the town. But how will we know? How would they know that, right?
They
Because
Mm.
said that.
this,
Yeah.
yes, they're discovering that black businesses. Now, I need y'all to hear this. Everybody that's listening, black businesses are being the whole reason that that we got the MWEB program, which is the Minority Women's the whole SBA process for our businesses, was because we weren't getting contracts. We were being phased out of contracts due to culture. Guess y'all get that? That's a
Mm.
huge part of the whole reason the business leaves our community so fast. We're not part of what makes the town run. Y'all get it? We just work here. That has to end. That has to even out more, which is why this is when we were talking about the fight for DEI. Y'all got it? Come on,
Mhm.
baby.
Mhm.
That's the fight for DEI. It's not about getting power and being hired for jobs. It's about getting contracts and being able to be part of what's moving the town. How do you get say if you don't have a presence?
That's true.
You don't have a presence because you're not part of the moving structure, and they know you don't know that.
They let you sit at the table but won't let you eat. That's
They
all it
can't.
is.
And so this is the thing. Places like Carrie are noticing and they're stepping up. They're doing their work. You have these things going on. Now, hopefully hers goes there, get to go live soon. The more they're doing things to help things come out. It's time for us to start realizing this is what we're doing as well. Small businesses, just so that y'all know, small businesses make up the lion's share of the economy. Don't
Absolutely.
believe that don't believe it's the big conglomerates. You know why? Because I got to ask a question. How do you filter products through a community?
Mm.
Everybody can't make it to the large markets. Where does the
Mhm.
how many bodegas? Okay, let's talk about how many bodegas and supermarkets are there compared to those big superstores. They can't get to everybody.
No.
How many more local supermarkets and local shops are there than their targets? Think about that. Why do you think they keep trying to throw everything into the stores? Oh, we got to have clothes, this, that, other, beauty,
They're
medicine.
trying to keep people in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're trying to trap what we used to do.
Mhm.
That's Black Wall Street, baby. So it's time for
Mhm.
us to start accessing funding because now everybody throwing money at you now, ain't they? For the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
you know, it's funny. I
Everybody
used,
throwing money at you. It's like
I
wow.
used to let you know. There's a term my mom used to tell me years ago. It wasn't the local mom and pop store. It was the general store. You know, and I used to laugh about it. Mom, why are we going to the general store? It's like it's a grocery store. She said, no, it's the general store
Right.
because our local store where we grew up, we had an FW Woolworth. We had an FW one. I don't know if y'all guys remember that far back,
I
but
support them.
FW Woolworth was the general store.
Yeah.
It had food, had clothing, had pet supplies, had medical supplies, had a pharmacy. It was a general store.
Yeah.
We had bodegas and all that, but we never. No one shopped at the bodegas. They all shopped at FW Wars because it was a one-stop shop. And
And
funny enough, this one particular place, and I don't know if this was legal at the time, but the guy who ran it, he ran tabs for people in the neighborhood.
they could.
He
So
ran tabs for people in the neighborhood. So if you didn't have it, don't worry about it.
first
We'll see
credit,
you at the end of the week.
first credit system and built
First
in.
credit system. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
He had a layaway inside FW Wars. And I was
Yeah.
like, that was amazing. So I
Wow.
want y'all to get what we're saying. If
That's
you keep the neighborhood
Yeah.
circulating funds and not running to and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying you're not trying to run to the big box store, but once a month you have a neighborhood store or the general store that
Right.
is the life's blood to your neighborhood.
Right.
That's what we're trying to keep in place.
And what's important is letting folks know that these people are here. I love it. So on Wednesdays, we do this, as y'all can see. This is our Work It Out Wednesday. And today we have Brother Late Night Assassin.
Yeah.
You having trouble hearing? You having trouble hearing?
You can't hear. Okay.
Take out your headphones.
Unplug.
Unplug.
Yeah. I can't. There's
There we go.
There's no sound.
I know he doesn't have sound. So let's give him a message.
No sound. Is it me?
Go
No
on,
problem. No problem.
Let me get him. But it's really cool that
Come back out. Want to make sure.
neighborhood business is key.
So
And, go ahead, Ron.
look, one of the things we tell people is information is the most important thing. You have to educate before you can elevate. You have to take I know it's like a 4-letter word. Nobody wants to hear it. Educate. You need literacy. All of these things we know. And the first thing people say is we have no time. Actually, you don't have any time not to get your literacy. That's actually the first step. You want to be wealthy in life. And I mean, wealth comes, by the way, it's not money. It's not a dollar amount. It's not a certain amount of anything. It comes with the ability to create your time. That's where wealth lives. The ability to create your time. I'm on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because I created this on my schedule and I managed my life around that. Can you do that? Or is someone telling you what to do, when to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have no work currently, I'll share something. That's because you're not managing your time to build the skills. Some of you haven't gone out and asked business owners. And I love this because I've learned this from got a post from Russell. What's his name? The Run DMC guy, Russell. Anyway, he put down. He says, "Some of y'all Russell Simmons. Some of y'all out here looking for work perpetually, but y'all not building skills." He said you need to go out. This was an actual post. You need to go out, find a local business owner, and ask them how you can help them. Simple as that. Start helping your brother build his business, and you not only build yourself a job, but you also build yourself skills. So if you need to move forward, you have someone to account for you and your time. What are you doing when people hear? And this is just jumping off the last job event that we just did.
Hiring event.
My darlings.
The hiring event, the job fair.
The job fair. My darlings, I'm going to tell you right now, talk to your kids, talk to your people, and let them know. It's time to put foot to the ground and go help somebody. Because if you have an accountability, if I've been looking for work for more than 3 months, just looking for work. If someone tells me job boards one more time, I'm gonna kill them because I'm gonna let you know that's not work. That's not hireable. That's actually an inaccountability for time, and that is not what an employer wants to hear.
Mm.
Right now, a lot of y'all don't know they need bodies in places. They're willing to. There's more apprentice. I've not seen the word apprenticeship in so long as much as I have seen. Have y'all seen them? Everything is apprenticeship now. The government is starting to hire people and putting them in apprenticeships. They're not hiring, going, we're training apprentice.
Right.
You never heard of an apprentice before 19, blah blah blah. What was an apprentice? An apprenticeship is how this country got built.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we haven't used that word because we were too busy trying to educate into office. Everybody wants an office job but no skills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? AI are taking over whatever office jobs you thought you had. And if you do not gain new skills, you will be out. That's where you get outsourced. Plumbers are not going to be outsourced by AIs. You know what I'm saying? People who build computers, no outsourcing. Got it? Because computers can't put themselves physically together again and give them back to you. Get where I'm coming from? Okay, cars, mechanics, nah. That I love it. I've seen those little cute little robots and everything. They don't clean nothing. Okay, so know that there are certain skill sets that we might have put our nose up to that will be highly paying really soon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything sewn by AI. I'm sorry, but put my clothes together. I need someone who do the job.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I have an actual tailor in the African Mart. Me and my tailor have a lot of good conversations. We collaborate. He do the job, and he makes my dreams come true. Y'all get where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
We need people in this world, but you got to know what people power looks like. And then you have to learn that when we're gaining those skills, we're building that finances, what to do with them. Many of us are still running into we're being run into the same game. I said, did anybody realize a bank was never your friend? It's a tool. It's a place to store money. That's it. It's a trusted place for finances. It's not built for nothing.
That sounds like another show we about to do.
We will.
And that's another thing too. This banks, they're pretty much holding your money. You have to learn how to use the bank so it can grow in interest. You have to learn how to use the bank so you can actually take out something and be able to give it back and then be able to be returned it back to you. You know
With
what I'm saying?
value.
Child, we got at the top of the hour. I just want to hug you, my brother. It was so nice. One, it was nice meeting you the first time.
Hold on, don't make me jealous in the morning.
Don't do what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm working with. Make sure that we give love to all our platforms. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm No Superman is on with us. Happy Precious. They appreciate you. All those who are hopping on, come on in the space. I want y'all to run this replay. Don't you? I'm let y'all know. Run that replay because
Don't miss this one.
This is hot, and it'll be up on our YouTube. We are on YouTube, Clapper, Spatial. Here I go on Stereo, Twitch, LinkedIn, and Facebook. All of them, and we're on 2 different YouTubes. My loves, let me tell you something. If you in the house, y'all make sure y'all give love. And remember, this brother's y'all got his website information up? Did you put it up? Because we got it. It's Harlem Radio.
Yep, bring it back. Let me bring it back to you.
Go to YouTube and go right to brother's show. Okay. Elevate is where you want to be. And you'll be there at 12 o'clock today. Monday. Oh, he's muted. Hold on a second. You gotta unmute, baby. You gotta unmute. I was like,
yes, it's I'll be there. I'll be on today from 12 to 2. This Monday through Friday from 12 to 2, and I'll be on today.
Absolutely love it. So we are gonna catch your show probably from the car, but I want to make sure, and that's what's up. We catch it from the car. I love that. The fact that this brother is doing his thing, y'all get in there, ask questions, jump in. if he has a call line. I don't know if you have a call line, but I'll find out today.
I definitely do. I definitely do.
We definitely gonna be on that one.
Yep.
And-
I gotta let you guys know. I'm gonna text y'all the number.
Yes. Oh, good. So
Yep.
this is the thing. Get on, find out what resources you might be missing, and pass them on. We've got to start sharing resources in our community. This is the only way it's going to work. You'll never get from under a foot unless you start finding others to foot from your back. Y'all get it? We got to find and do it together.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So with that, we got to rock out. Let's go. So see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. We of course have our opening. We have our Wednesday night community conversation. Get your tail on there and get your ticket on p2gnetworks.com. Y'all know how that works, all right?
All right.
Get your ticket to the Zoom and then show up. Too many people have been forgetting that they actually signed up. I don't understand. I sign up for stuff and then I don't hear from anybody. I'm like, I see all the invitations. Okay. We love you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tonight in our very free community conversation. Peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.
Ooh, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, see you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday. Okay, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital fun.